So a histogram is a frequency distribution that shows how often each different values in a set of data occurs. A histogram basically is just the most common used graph to show frequency distribution. Now, to create a histogram in Matplotlib, we just import the required library, we import the pyplot module so we can access the different methods. Then NumPy here to generate our data. So we're going to be using the random.rand to generate a bunch of random numbers, a thousand of them. Then we call it data. And then all this remains the same as previous example. The only difference here now, so after creating our figure and canvas or axis where we want to plot, we create the histogram. To do that, we just access this function here or this method. We just tell Matplotlib that we want to use a histogram on our canvas. And then it takes several arguments. So we can pass our data that we've just generated. Then we specify how many bins, right? So we could say we want to spread this data across 20 bins, and then we can specify the color. Here, C just means cyan, right? We can change this to R for red and B for blue. Again, here we just set the labels for X and Y axis and the title. So when you click run here, again, you can see now we have a nice output here for a simple histogram. So when you change this maybe to B, you can see the color here will change to blue. Yeah. So now let's look at a practical example here. So suppose here we wanted to create a list of numbers, right? And we call this population age, right? And then we can specify the bin here. So we want to say here, we want to spread these numbers from 0 to 10, then 11 to 20, 21 to 30, and so on and so forth. Then we use the plt.histogram. We pass our data, which is called population age, bins here that shows the range of the bins, how we want to specify those numbers to lie on that. And then we can specify the histogram type. In this case, we just select the bar. Then we can specify the width. Then, of course, we just plot our X label, Y label, it's just text. Then we just use the plt.show. So with that, you can already see that now all this frequency distribution have been displayed by use of a histogram. We can change this to step. Step here just allows you to just interconnect everything together here using the step type. And that's it as far as histogram is concerned in Matplotlib.